I'm Steve Johnson, News Director for theDove TV. Check out our other videos and visit our website at thedove.us. Thanks. Good morning, I'm Steve Johnson with a reminder that you can get our iPhone, iPad, and Android app and then watch the Dove News on demand on your mobile app and on the Dove Roku channel as well. In the news today, Malaysia says a satellite has images now of over 100 objects in the Indian Ocean that could be from the missing Flight 370. The country's defense minister says the images were taken Sunday and the objects were close to where 3 other satellites were previously detecting objects. He's calling the sightings the most credible lead that we have. Meanwhile, Chinese relatives of passengers on the missing Malaysian Airlines plane aren't ready to accept the finding of the Malaysian officials that the plane crashed in the southern Indian Ocean with no survivors. Nearly 100 relatives and their supporters marched to the Malaysian embassy in Beijing, where they threw plastic water bottles and tried to rush the gates. China's government demanding that Malaysia turn over the satellite data it used to reach its conclusions. Well, President Obama says there's no expectation that Russian forces will be dislodged from Crimea by force. Now, speaking at The Hague, Netherlands, Obama says Russian annexation of Crimea isn't a done deal because the international community isn't recognizing it. But he says the fact is Russia's military is in control there. He says now it's time for Russia to prove its intentions to the world.
It is now up to Russia to act responsibly and show itself to be once again willing to abide by international rules and international norms. And if it chooses to do so, I think that there can be a better outcome. If it fails to do so, there will be additional costs, and those will have some disruptive effect to the global economy, but they'll have the greatest impact on Russia.
Now, the president says it would be dishonest to say there's a simple resolution to what's taken place. He says what world leaders can do is use legal, diplomatic, and political arguments to pressure Russia. Well, a series of new solar panels have been put into operation at the Rogue Valley International Airport that have a dual purpose. The 4 panels in the parking area are not only generating power for the airport, but they also act as a shade for those using the walkway to the terminal. Airport Director Bern Case says from the power generated from all the panels at the site, he estimates 10,000 trees are saved from having to be used for power generation. He also says the savings in electricity could be passed on to passengers.
Anytime we generate money from somewhere other than the airlines, that helps us so that we don't have to charge the airlines so much. And if we can charge the airlines less, it makes us more competitive with other airports.
Now, that may take a while for the $250,000 project, the total cost being offset by those who participated and have paid $170,000 into the Pacific Power Blue Sky program. Let's take a look at what we can expect on the weather scene, and there is more rain on the way. For Northern California, 70% chance of rain with a high of 53 today. Rain continuing at least in through Saturday. A high tomorrow of 56 and a high of only 53 by Saturday. Moving up the coast of Oregon, 54 the high today with about an 80% chance of rain. Rain continuing into at least Monday. High today, tomorrow 54, could get up to 57 on Sunday. Moving inland in central Oregon, a 50% chance of rain tonight, today that is, with a high today and tomorrow of 49, rain continuing. Possible snow flurries expected on Thursday. Highs could get as high as 50 on Sunday. And for southern Oregon in the Medford area, 70% chance of rain today, a high of 54, rising to possibly 59 and partly sunny on Sunday. That's a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest here on the Dove.